Hello everyone, my name is Jean Stafford and tonight I'll be presenting a presentation titled Chronology of Events 2001 and Legal Challenges to the Program Status in year 1979 and 1981. This presentation will be presented to Professor April Allen and for the rest of the class. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. My first topic will be a chronology of events 2001. Grade 310 are included in FCAT assessment in writing, reading, and mathematics. Florida Comprehension Assessment Test or FCAT includes grade 3 to 10 in reading, writing, and mathematics by 4 administration in month of February to March 2001. The 3 score reports are machine scored portions, FCAT writings, and norm reference components. FCAT writings is to test if the student mastered the Sunshine State standard in writing. 2 examples of norm reference components are Scholastic Aptitude Test or SAT and IQ Test. In summer of 2001, the test result of all 10 grade students were recalculated by the department, which inclusion of machine-scored items and performance items. FCAT passing scores are one of the requirements of receiving a high school diploma. The passing score before 2002 is 287 in reading and 295 in mathematics. After February 1 of 2002, the passing scores needs to be 300 for both reading and mathematics for all the students. Legal challenges to the Program Status Report 1979. There are at least 4 legal challenges that the program faced in 1979. The first one was the right to limit public access to the functional literacy test. This is brought by the National Association for the Advance of Colored People in Dade County, but the case was dropped on June 1979. The second one was to invalidate the scoring procedure used in 1977 to 1978 on the grounds that correct administrative procedure and had not been followed prior to utilization of the scoring. This challenge was brought by Florida's citizen John Brady of Pinellas County. The third challenge to the program was argue that the criteria were arbitrary and unfair by Brady and Blunt. And the fourth legal challenge that they faced is the case sought to have the literacy test declared unconstitutional because it's allegedly 1. Provided inadequate lead time, 2. Covered material never taught, 3. Stigmatized students who failed, 4. Contained biased questions, 5. Had not been checked for validity and reliability, and lastly 6. Did not apply to private schools in Florida. At the same time, at the state meeting, it ruled that the literacy test would be known as the State Student Assessment Test Part 2, which is SSAT-2. In July 1979, the SAT needed to provide adequate notice or time to correct the learning deficiency of students. Many of these deficiencies allegedly resulted from the former dual educational system. In 1982 to 83, the court should have been required the passage of SSAT-2 as a graduation requirement. In the meantime, the SSAT-2 could be used as directed by the Department of Education for the identification of education problem and for providing pertinent remediation. It was held that the SSAT scores could be retained in a fashion consistent with the manner in which the state retains other achievement test scores. Competency programs have effectively improved students' achievement, and it can be feared to cause a delay in establishing the SSAT-2 diploma requirement. There was a strong belief that the state that a competency program had been effective in improving student achievement, and they're also worried that they can cause a delay in establishing the SSA-2 diploma requirements would interfere with the impetus gained during the initial year of the program. Minimum student performance standard remained the requirement for promotion from 3rd to 4th grade and graduation from high school. The court ruling did not affect the 3rd, 5th, 8th, or 11th grade basic skills portion of the assessment program. Successful achievement of the minimum student performance standard still remained a requirement for 3rd, 4th grade for graduation from the high school. Lastly, legal challenges to the Program Status Report 1981. Florida teachers and students are commended for the increasing passing rate of students on SSAT. This is appeals commended by the appeal court. Nevertheless, they sent the case back to the original district court, indicating students could not be deprived of the diploma on the basis of failing the SSA2 until the state had demonstrated 1. That the test is fair test of what is taught in the classrooms, and 2. That any racially discriminatory impact is not due to a possible vestige of a previous dual or segregated school system. The 3rd, 5th, 8th, or 11th grade basic skills portion was not affected by the court ruling. In fact, successful achievement of the 11th grade minimum student performance standard was and it is a requirement for graduation. But it's still the requirements for the 11th grade student to get the minimum student performance for graduation. The Bay Area Legal Services Incorporation filed the Love case against the state basic skills teaching program in May 1980. This is the same similar case to the Deborah P. That's its design and intent. The plaintiff attorneys allege that the use of the basic skills testing program result in lasting harmful effects on the plaintiff, was a violation of due process, result in adverse stigma, and furthers prior segregation of the school. Issuing of certificate of completion to student is withheld due to the lack of certification of the requirement minimum student performance standard requested by the Commissioner of School Education of the school. this is still the commissioner of the education still want the school district to do not issue the certification of completion to the student if they don't meet the minimum student performance standard requirements. And my conclusion for this presentation is the school district has been working hard to ensure no child is left behind, especially in education. All the strategies and improvements will undoubtedly be beneficial not just for the teachers but also for the students. It will be challenging moving forward, but working together as a team can make all the strategies achievable. And this will be the end of my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and the last 2 pages will be my references to where I got all the pictures and website. Thank you so much and have a great one.